to know what the hell were you thinking? Your life as a yacht as a daylight blinking. Not some disguise. Lights still flying high. The stars never say goodbye. Not even gravity can pull you down. You're the wild, the wave, the crowd. You reach the skies on one day. See your hands, the future's caught on nowhere. Let's know what the hell were you thinking? You laugh as the light keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm, the dream never dies. There we go. There we go. Ready. I'm ready. All right, let's do this. Good evening, everybody. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Let's see if we get this camera running. Okay, there we go. And cancel, and there we go. And there we go. Well, alrighty. Now we got 9 cameras running tonight. Wait a minute. YouTube. Ready? Looks like it. There it is right there. Alrighty. All right. So, as I was saying, my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. My objective, my goal, 1% every single week. 1% a week is over 50% per year. Yes, it is. All right, let's see who's here tonight. Say hi, hello, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Technology Savant. Good evening. How are you today? All right, who do we have here? Over here. John Dima, Easy E, Mississippi River Guy. What's happening? Mr. Plant, Mr. Mobility, Game and Sounds, Ginia, Charles Davis, 7. That's it, just 7. Gaga, 4321. Woohoo! R. Spindola. Okay. Scott, 88. VJ, Bogupton. Okay. Jacob Orderly, Joey, Harry Miller. What is that? Ghost. Oh, Ghost. Zapper. Okay. Christy Lynn, how are you doing? Where are we? Smanzia, Landon, Rob S. Speed Oil You Super. Okay. RPB. Johnny the Mortgage Dude. Bets, what's going on? L315. Andrew, what's that? Mutum. Okay. Mike Mattern. Lovely Mountie. 1, 2, 3. Okay. JTM, good evening. B-Dude. Craig Bellinger. Dog. Yo, dogs in the house. Escape. 9 to 5. Okay. John, Jose. Captain Capscrew, you're still around? You give such poor advice. Who do you work for? I'm glad you find it's poor advice. Really, I am. Everybody needs a turd in my life, and you're it for tonight. Thank you, Captain Capscrew. Anything better to say, Captain Capscrew? Brandon Odell, Sam, Unbiased Logic. Brandon Odell, good evening. Bruce Geringer. Motley Fool. Nope, don't work for the Motley. All right, who do we have over here? Fletch, Dima, Sam Engineer, Kina, 46, Michael Barr, Kyle Stein, Green Bean Ship, Danyana, Gilly, Doug Scott. How's it going there, Mr. Doug? Utilico, Swagger, Makeda, okay. Adolfo, Shaq Bully, Glenn, VJ, Name, Game and Sounds, okay. Agatha, Dr. Corey, what's happening, Doc? Game Zone, yo, I forgot. I got one for you. All right, Game Zone, cool beans. Don John, how you doing? Bito, PBR. Okay, Bito, we looked at that last night. Not a whole heck of a lot's going to change from one day to the next. It was a no last night. More than likely, it's going to be another no today. If you really want me to take a look at it, I'll look at it and I'll tell you no again. Not much is going to happen. Game and Sound wants to take a look at X-Ray. X-Ray? Why do we want to look at X-Ray? Okay, let's take a look. X-R-A-Y. What are we looking for? Hell no. Who came up with that one? Game and Sound. March, April, July, October. No, no, and no. I don't do monthlies. Rule number 4, weekly options only. Thanks, no more. Okay, PBR, don't get me wrong. It's a good company if everything is right. PBR, okay? I don't ever buy anything at the high. If you like it, great, wonderful. You know, don't get me wrong. If you like it, it's at the high of the year. For me, it's not a time for buying. Okay, I never ever buy at the high of the year. That's a time for selling, not buying, in my humble opinion. Okay, I have been wrong once or twice. Sam, GWRS. What is that, Sam? GWRS. Global Water Reserve. Okay, thank you, Sam. March, April, May, August. Rule 4, weekly options only. Sam, weekly options only. Okay? March, April, May, August. Those are months. Okay? A monthly option, you can only trade it once a month. No, thank you. Uh-oh, we got a newbie. Newbie alert! Now, the only reason I know it's a newbie alert because only a newbie will ask me about PLTR. Now, don't feel bad about it. You're new here. You just didn't know. So let's see what we got here. All right, Techno, good evening. Michael Corey, you're on two channels, Mike? Really? Yes, Sam, I know that. Water stock in Arizona. Andrew, them, all right. Dexter, how you doing? Highlight Hound Goat. Which stocks are war and inflation proof? Interesting. Can we look at PLTR? Okay, EPY, we'll take a look at wheat in a second. But Highlight Hound Goat wants to take a look at PLTR. Now, I do know that he's relatively new because no. Just no. I mean, that's basically it. Just no. Okay? PLTR is not profitable or not consistently profitable, to which I like. Now, Corey B, I like ABV. ABBV, we'll take a look at that in a second. But right now, I want to show Highlight Hound Goat why I don't like PLTR. Okay, first thing we want to do, PLTR. Okay, so Highlight Hound Goat. This right here is called Yahoo Finance. Now, Yahoo Finance tells me what the details of a company is, the financial information. Now, you're new here. The channel that you're here at is called Dividend Stock Talks. We talk about dividend stocks and investing. Now, the subtitle of the show is called Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. So the two key words there are dividend and weekly. Okay? PLTR has no dividends whatsoever. So why are we looking at it? It's a serious question. Okay, I got rule number 1. Rule number 1 is never buy something you don't understand or don't want to hold on to long term. So the reason I like dividend stocks is they're predictable, they're consistent, and they have a tendency to increase in value as the stock approaches its dividend date. Now, without a dividend, you have to go in and look at 2 decades, 20 years, 10, 20 years, yep, 20 years of profitability. I mean, looking at the quarterly reports and the annual reports. Do you really want to read 20 years of annual reports on a company that doesn't have dividends? Corey, AbbVie, I love AbbVie, I do. Okay, ABBV, here we go. AbbVie. All right, here's the high, here's the low. Let me go over this side so you can actually see where I am. Here's where it was a year ago. Here's where we are now. We drop down, shoot up, back up, back down. It's falling at the moment. Now, don't get me wrong, I like AbbVie. So look at the last 30 days. Here's your last 30 days. You got your bottom here, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. So it's actually dropping from the 30-day high, and we're going to be looking for a new bottom. Game and sound. Okay, my bad. Hey, not a big deal. You're new here. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. We're looking for companies that are consistently increasing their profits and have weekly options. That allows us to get a weekly cash flow. And that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, game and sound. We already took a look at X-ray. Who do we have over here? KW Heavy. What's happening? Nozkill. Okay, thank you. Sophia. Tinkle Bell, we don't care. All righty, thank you for that. Mike, how's it going? So let's keep going with this. Now, AbbVie is dropping. The 30-day high, now she's dropping, looking for a new bottom. When the new bottom shows up, you've heard it over and over and over again. To make money in the stock market, you buy low and sell high. Well, the high was 2 weeks ago. Now it's dropping, looking for the new bottom. So as the new bottom shows up, great, that's the time to sell. I'm looking for a pencil. Damn it, no pencil. Okay, so I'm going to write AbbVie down for next week. There it is right there. Because AbbVie is going to find a new bottom. Hopefully it's going to be next week. ABBV. Maybe next week. Look at, she's dropping. 30-day high, drop. So she turns around, looks like it could be a winner. All right, so let's keep on going. What's in the name? OXLC. Is that L or an I? It's an L. OXLC. What is that? OXLC. Oxford Lane Capital. Okay. No options. No, thank you. Sorry, actually that simple. No options, no thank you. Blessed Drackle, Monday.com. Is that even a stock? You got to give me the ticker symbol. Okay, Crypto Rich Bitch, XMO. What is that? XMO. More poll, ASA, cash, mortgage, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It has no options, so that's going to be a no. Crypto bitch, 4 weeks out? Yeah, but XMO has no options. PJ Cajun, thank you for that. Okay, Anthony Flores, how you doing? Vera, how are you? Bled Drexel, MNDY. Monday.com. There we go. No. That was quick, wasn't it? You asked, I put it in? No. Now let me explain why it's a no, okay? Reason why it's a no, March, April, May, August, November, January, February. Yeah, those are months of the year. Monthly options just don't work for me. Okay, they don't, not quite there. Only options, no futures. No, Anthony, I don't do futures anymore. They're not as predictable as stocks. Stocks are predictable. Predictable and consistent. That's why it works for me. All right, what else do we have here? All right. Thank you, Anthony. All right, Anthony, only options. Yep, that's okay. Not a problem, not a problem. All right, all right. What do we have here? My bad, OXLC. Yep. DJ O'Neill, how you doing? R. Spindola, back again, I see. John Bohey. Uh-oh. Can we look at a seasonal chart for Pulte Group? Ooh, PHM, PHM. There we go. Unfortunately, look at this. The high drop, we're at a new bottom. Okay, so let's take a look at the seasonality chart. Why not? See what it's doing. Okay, now if you don't know what a seasonality chart is, here we go. All the way to the left is January 1st. All the way to the right is December 31st. That's one whole full year. The blue line you're seeing up there is the movement this year. That's what it's doing this year right there. It's actually dropping like a rock. Well, the red line represents 10 years average movement. So this is what the stock has done over the last 10 years. Doesn't look any better. Still going to be a no. Sorry. Okay, as you can plainly see, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Coming down right now. So I'm going to put it down for next week. PHM. I like Pulte Group. It's just not the right time to buy it. All right, MNDY, we looked at that one. Futures, sorry. Got it. Anthony Flores, PJ Cajun, Riley. Ooh, yes, I like Riley. It's cheap, very inexpensive, and it gives out nice returns. Uh-oh. All right, Kissable. Sit tight. We're going to take a look at that in a second. PLTY. Look at PLTY. That is a yield max of plate. Okay. Hold that thought for a second. So, Landon, let's go look at crude futures. Landon, why don't you give me a stock symbol that I can take a look at and pull it up? Okay, so let's look at crude oil. All right. Look at PLTY. 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 Yield Max PLTR Option Income Strategy ETF. March, April, June, September, January. Now, I'm pretty strict with my rules. Rule number 4 is weekly options only. Terribly sorry, monthlies just don't work for me. Sorry, ZZZ123, ZZZ23, yep. I'm sorry, OXLC, 56% dividend. I seriously doubt that, but let's take a gander. You ready? Let's go to Yahoo Finance. We're going to put in, what is it? OXLC. OXLC. Okay, here it comes. OXLC. Oxford Lane Capital Corp. OXLC. Here are the dividends. Are you ready? I can tell you right from here it's going to be a no. Now, you know how I can tell? Because look at this. Last year it was 45 and this year it is 40. They're dropping in price. To me, that's a no right off the tap. And you think it's 56% dividends? Okay. Hold on a second. And it pays January, February, it pays once a month. Okay. So we take the 4, okay, 40, multiply it by 12. That comes up with $4.08. I'm going to divide it by 8.55. Oh, yeah, check that out. 8.55. Then you're right. It is 56%. Not bad at all. Okay, let's see how long they've been in business. 20, 19, 18, 7, only 2 and okay. All right, I got a major problem with this one. Okay, who came up with this one? What's in the name? All right, here's the problem I'm having. You ready? 2011 was the very first dividend. It was $1.19. Okay, then it went up to 213. That's higher. 215 high, 250 higher, 275 higher. Okay, it went to 275, it went to 350. Then at 350, it dropped down to 3. Okay? So from 350 to 3 is a 50-cent drop, which is, what is that? Hold on. Sit tight. We're going to get to that in a second. All right, so 50 out of a $3, 6, is that really? No, it can't be 60%. No, 10, 15, it's over 20%. It's like a 20% drop. Okay, so 2014, we're at $3. $3? Okay, now here's an issue that I'm having. Who came up with this one? Okay, what's in the name? All right, so what's in the name? We went from $3 to $2. That is a 33% drop. And then from $2, it went to 67. $2 to 67 cents. Okay, that's a huge drop. Okay, let's keep on going. 67, 67. Then they cut it in half again. 50% drop. 34 for 1, 2, 3. Okay, then went to 37. Okay, 37 for quite a while. Then it went to 40. Then it went to 45. Then went back to 40 again. All right, I'm still going to say no. They're not consistent. The highest the dividend was $2. Wait a minute, $3.50. So we went from $3.50 in 2014. Okay, $3.50 in 2014. We are now at 40 cents. So explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand and everybody else can understand why you think going from $3.50 down to 40 cents is a good option, is a good stock. Explain that to me. Because when you drop from $3.50 down to 40 cents, in my opinion, that's not a good thing. Just no. Okay? So no, I don't like it. Ticker Ray, we did that one, 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 we did. All right, Dane Yana wants to take a look at ABT. Oscar's house, woohoo! Thank you for that, Dane. All right, get back out of here. Let's get this out of there. And PLTY is a no. ABT, let's take a look at ABT. Abbott Labs. Interesting. No, don't get me wrong. I like Abbott Labs. Okay, here's the top, here's the bottom. She went down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So she's coming down at the moment, but she's got a big gap right there. So that's usually a good thing. But here's the bottom, shoots up, now she's pulling back down again. So no to Abbott Labs for this week. What's in the name? OXLC, last call. Yep, I saw that. It's going to be a no. Rob, M-O, that's Altria. Ooh, now that looks interesting. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Take a look at the movement, okay? Drops, shoots up. Drops, shoots up. Now she's back up again. Well, let's take a look at it. Here we go. 30 days ago, we're at 67. We jumped up to 70. Then we dropped down to 65. Now we're going back up again. I get knocked down, but I get up again. So it could be a good thing. So let's take a look at it. Altria. Lance, how's it going? Lance, can you mute yourself? I got that noise in the background from you. 67, 72. So we'll look at the 67.50, and that's going for over almost 2%. So let's check it out. So we're going to do the covered call. Then we're going to buy the closest strike price, which is going to be the 68 right there. One contract. And here's what one contract looks like and sounds like. One covered call, Altria, 68 call option. 112 is the profit, 6,600 is the investment. So I like those numbers, so let's hold on to this one. The first one of the evening, Altria. If you like Altria, it's always going to come down to that one question. Do I like this company? Either you like it or you don't. It's basically that simple. Yes, it's me. Okay. All right, got it. What the hell's going on here? All right, here we go. Right there. And here we go. There it is right there. Altria, 20 March. That's for next week. Uh-oh. Didn't want to do that. The 68 call option. Here's my profit. Here's my investment. Let's get the calculator, see what kind of rate of return this is going to be. Profit, 112. Divided by the investment. The investment's going to be 6,688. And that comes to a grand total of 1.6%. If you like Altria. Always comes down to that, doesn't it? Come on. There we go. Right there. All right. Let's do this for a second. And Friday. All right. Now let's change the color. Back to white. And this was, what was it, 1.6? 1.6. 1.6. First one of the night. We got 4 more to go. What else do we got? Kev, what is your win-loss rate on trades? Last year I lost 4. The year before I think it was 5. This year, I don't think I have any losses this year. Not yet, I don't think. Oh, I don't think I have any losses this year yet. Got it. Thank you. Oh, Christ-centered GLW. It's not Granger. Oh, GLW. That's Corning. Yeah, Corning. All right. Alrighty. Okay. PJ Cajun. We're going to look at Riley right now. Let's take a gander at it. Riley. Okay, Riley, here we go. RIL. All right, let's take a look. Riley, here's the top. Here's the bottom. Here's where we were. Here's where we are. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Sorry, just didn't make it this week. All right, MNDY, we did that one. SWBI. Big dog. Big dog's in the house. SWBI. What is that? SWBI. Oh, Smith and Wesson. All righty. No. Terribly sorry. Not that I have anything against Smith and Wesson, but March, April, June, September, January. That is a monthly. Rule 4, weekly options only. Terribly sorry, dude. Smith and Wesson could have been a good thing. But no, sorry. Next. Oh, R6 Ride. Looks Caterpillar. Gotta love me some Caterpillar. CAT. Here we go. Ooh, check a look. Take a look. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Look at it. Down, up, down. What's going on there? Now, normally, I don't do stocks over 300 or 400 bucks. This thing's 700, and it's dropping. Up, down, up, down. Sorry, not this week. Don't get me wrong, I love Caterpillar, I really do. Just not this week. UPS. The ups dudes, the boys in brown. Again, no. Look at this. Drop, 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 drop. No, 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 no. Sorry there, dude. Tony! I'm in FXNAX. Uh-oh. I feel bad for you, Tony. I really, really do. Reason why. Let's check this out. You ready? You're new here, Tony, and I feel bad doing this to you on the very first night. You ready? FXNAX. Okay, give it a moment. There it is right there. Now, I want to take a look at how consistently profitable this is, Tony. Sit tight for a second. You ready? January 2026. We'll go all the way back as far as we can go. There's 2024, 2023, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 2011. Okay, so not quite 20 years, Tony. Okay, not quite 20 years, but let's take a look at the numbers. 2011. Let's take a look. You ready? We're going to do this right here so you can see what I'm talking about. That one right there. You ready, Tony? Take a look at this. You ready? Okay. The very first dividend was 0.031. That's the first dividend, 0.031. 3 cents. Okay. Okay. Lower, higher, lower, 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 higher, higher, lower, 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 higher, lower, lower. Tony, that don't look good. It's going down more than it's going up. Okay, hold on. Let's keep on going. Let's get rid of those. And that is 2012. Okay, 2012. Okay, all right, here we go. Lower, lower, higher. Lower, 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 higher, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, higher. Okay, it's about a 50-50 shot there. Let's do some more. This stopped off at 2013. Okay, 2014. 2.5. Lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, 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 lower, lower, higher, higher, lower. Okay, Tony, I'm not feeling good about this. It's going down almost the same as much as it's going up. So think of it this way. It goes up, it comes back down. It goes up, it comes back down. You're not going anywhere, Tony. We're still at 2.5 cents. Where did we start out before? We started out at 3 cents. Okay? It was at 3 in 2011. Well, now, okay, we're at 3 in 2011. Okay, now here we are. Holy cow. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2023. We're still at 2.5 cents, Tony. It's not consistently increasing its profits at all. We're still at 2.5. We're at 3 in 2011. Now we're in 2023 and we're still below the very first dividend. The very first dividend was 3. Now we're at 2.5 and that's 10 years later. I'm going to say no to this one. Sorry, kiddo. I know it's your first time here. I feel a little bad about that. Let's take a look at the other one, FZROX. FZROX. Fidelity, Zero Total Market Index, FZROX. Okay, 2025. Whoa. What did I just see? Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay? One dividend for 2025. One dividend for 2024. Two dividends 2023. One for 22. One for 20. One for... Oh, okay. 1 year. That's it. One dividend a year. The first dividend was 5.6. 5 cents. It's 5 cents. That's all it is. Look at where we are now. 24. So it went from 5 cents. I'll get rid of that. It went from 5 cents to less than 5. To 17 to 20 to 21, 22 to half to 23, 24. I'm going to say no to this one too, only because the numbers are horrible, in my humble opinion. Sorry, Tony. Tony, what I'm looking for specifically, I'm looking for good quality dividend stocks that increase their profits every single year, Tony. Every year, higher and higher and higher profits. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, here we go, Tony. All right, Tony, I want 2 decades. That's 10, 20 years. You ready? 2006, it was at 9 cents. So it went from not... Okay, here we go. 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75, 83, 91. Tony, did you see that? Every single year, the profits went higher and higher and higher and higher for 20 years. Now, this is done 25 years because I know what this company is. But 25 years of increased profits. The two that you came up with, sorry, just don't work. Sorry, Tony, and I feel bad. It's your first time here. Let's keep going. Okay. Medici. Yep, already looked at Riley. Hold on. Christ Center, we're going to take a look at in a second. Toxin Poppy. CRM. What the heck is CRM? Never a good sign when I have to say, what the heck is that? CRM. Salesforce. Okay. Here's the top of the year. Here's the bottom of the year. We drop back up, back down, back up, back down, back up. We're actually going up at the moment. So let's take a look. Does Salesforce actually fit what we're looking for? I'm going to say no. Okay, 30-day bottom, 30-day top. I don't buy it, the 30-day top. Sorry. So Christ-centered, let's take a look at Corning, GLW. GLW. Ooh, interesting. Okay. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down. What's going on? What's going on with Corning? What do you think? 30-day bottom, 90, jumps up to 161, drops to 120, back up, back down. Just not making it. Sorry. Dad, hey, what's going on? Now, Dad, is hey actually a stock symbol, H-E-Y? Or are you just saying hi, hello? Let's find out. H-E-Y. Oh, PowerShare High Yield Equity Dividend Achievers Portfolio. No options. Sorry. So hey is a symbol. Rob wants to take a look at Altria, M-O. Didn't we look at Altria a couple seconds ago? The top, the bottom, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, what's going on right there? Interesting. Unfortunately, here's your last 30 days. 67 to 70. 65, now we're at 67. Okay, so the 68, we already did this one. We already did Altria. Ooh, SMR. I want to say Smuckers. No, New Scale. Okay. Unfortunately, the top, bottom, that don't look that good. Sorry. Cotton Express. What's happening, brother? 6 ride. What time frame are you looking at when finding highs and lows? Ooh, Ryder, that's a good question. All right, Ryder, are you ready? Here we go. First thing I'm looking at is the 1 year chart. 1 year. Okay, this is 1 year ago. This is today. Okay, she shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. Basically it, right? Now let's break it down to the last 3 months. Last 3 months, same thing. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down. That's it. Now let's take a look at the last 30 days. Same thing. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down. Same thing. I look at the 1 year chart. I look at the 3 month chart. And then I look at the 30-day chart. It gives me an idea of where the stock is going next. Because we, the buyers and sellers, we decide what's too high and we decide what's too low. So the high was 30 days ago, dropped down to Monday. Monday was the bottom. She tried going up Tuesday, Wednesday, and today she's back down again. So no, sorry. Joe Hollop? How's it going, Joe Hollop? PPG. I like PPG. It's good company. So let's take a look at it. PPG. Ouch. Now, this is both good and bad. Let me explain. Here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. Here's where we were a year ago. Here's where we are now. Dropped, up, down, up, down. It's dropping like a rock, but take a look at the numbers. Okay? We were at 134. Now we're down to 100. So it went from 134, dropped to 100. Why is that a good thing? Well, PPG is a great company. It really is. Has great dividends. But we have a new bottom. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know I love a 30-day bottom after a 30-day top. So for me, I'm not going to buy it here. I wait 2 days for it to go up. So up 2 days, and on the third day, I will jump in. Okay, 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Now she might bounce and go up. We don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out Monday. We'll find out Tuesday. Kingtown, S&P 500 was choppy today. Okay. Medici. Medici wants to take a look at TSLY. TSLY. Okay. No. Now, Medici, you've been here for a while. It's not your first day. It's not your first week. Okay? I've seen you here before many times. March, April, May, August, January. I don't do monthlies. You know this. Kauno Ken Shinji. Okay. QCOM. Okay. QCOM. Again, bottom fishing. Looking for the new bottom. Okay, here's the top. She drops. Now we'll look for the bottom. No to QCOM for this week. Uncommon sense. What's with the mutual funds? 5 letters, usually a fund. Usually. I'm just looking at what people ask me to look at. That's all. And they did get a no. Because, no, the numbers just don't look good. So, no. For me, anyway. Okay, you guys have to decide what you want to do. Miles Kozwaliski. Okay, hello. Sophia, hello. And what do we have down here? Okay, Nathan wants to take a look at Pool. Pool. No. Now, Nathan, you're relatively new, so I'm going to let it slide. But here's your top, here's your bottom, and it's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. Weekly options only. Rule number 4. Weekly options only. Okay, we already looked at PPG, Joe. Platinum Barber wants to take a look at Hormel. Well, Hormel's been around for over 100 years. And it's going to be a no. Okay? The top, the bottom, up, back down. She's dropping like a rock. So when it finds the new bottom, maybe, if you like Hormel. And it's always going to come down to that. Check this out. 30 days ago, 23. Shoots up to 26, back down to 22.70. Plain to see. Going to be a no. What do we have over here? Sam, Ron, what's happening? Mr. Milo, what's going on? Cotton Express, thank you for that. Ari Spindola. Daryl the Hardware. Thank you there, Daryl the Hardware. Platinum Barber, YMAG. 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 Yield Max, Magnificent 7 FD Options ETF. It don't look that good, does it? There's your top, drop like a rock. It's a monthly. It's an automatic no. I don't do monthlies. They just don't work for me. Oscar, you got a lot of echoes? I don't know why, Oscar. Thank you there, Oscar's house. Jordan, how you doing? Platinum, we can't see the entire chart. Why can't you see the entire chart? Oh, there we go. That's why. Okay, hold on. I redid my cameras today. All right. There you go. All right, just had to move the camera a little bit. A little bit more. There you go. How's that? Joe Hollup. We just looked at PPG like 2 minutes ago. Cause and Astra. Serve. SERV. All right, Cause, what do we got? Interesting. All right, here we go. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. We dropped. We shot up. Back down. Back up. What's going on there, Cause? What do you think, Cause? Last 30 days. Where do we think it's going next? Here we go. Basically nowhere. Look at this. Down, up, back down again. Basically nowhere. No real direction. Reaper wants to take a look at Verizon, VZ. No. Sorry, Reaper. Check that out. I don't buy at the high, man. Think about it. You've heard it over and over and over again. Make money in the stock market, you buy low, you sell high. I've never heard anybody say you make money in the stock market, you buy high and you sell low. No, it doesn't work that way. New Jersey wants to take a look at Intel, INTC. Interesting. Now, I do have some Intel myself. Here's your top, your bottom, is. Take a look. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Today's a big drop. What happened? What happened today? What do you think? Down, up, down. Not this week. Sorry, Luis Suarez, how many trades do you do on a monthly basis? Oh, hold on a second. I got 7 different accounts. About 300, give or take. All right, Medici wants to take a look at MST. I have no idea what MST is. MST. No, I don't do monthlies. No. Oh, come on, Medici, you've been here long enough. Nick. Hims. Top, bottom, is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up. Got a big gap there. Now, that baby might drop, but I seriously doubt it, only because you see this big drop here? They were in the middle of a lawsuit and then just released the lawsuit and she shot up. Okay? Oh, hate. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. AMD. Interesting. No real direction there. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. What's going on there? What's going on? Well, let's take a look. What do you think? Down, up, down, up, down. Not this week, sorry. Fix the cameras. Social Lily, how are you today? What's wrong with my camera? What are we not seeing? Hold on a second. Fix the camera. Oh, okay. Let's go get a little closer. Get a little closer. Here we go. How's that? Better, better, better? Yeah, that looks better. All right, a little closer. Why not? Lily, is that better? All right. Still can't see. All right. Move to the right, please. Got it. Rocket Labs. All right. Why weekly only? Uh-oh. Never fails. Somebody, every week, somebody asks me why weeklies only and no monthlies. Okay. Oh, hate. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. Okay, so AMD 197. The 197s are going for 710. Are you ready for this? Okay. So, oh, yeah, let's do it this way. Okay. Whoops, we'll go up a little bit higher. Right there. And right there. How's that? That looks good, right? Okay. There it is right there. All right, we're going to put this one right there. And we're going to come back to it in a second. I'm going to show you this. You ready? Now, one of someone's favorite, Old Realty. Here we go. Okay, now, Old Realty is currently at 65. The 65, I'm not doing that one, so it's only 8 days. We're going to do this one right there because it's more than 8 days. Right there. Now, the 65 is going for 165, okay? Now, there's a few things I want you to pay attention to. We're going to get to it in a second. You ready? Here we go. Up. All right, now go right there, right over to there, right up to there. Okay, great. Hold on, you're gonna love this. Who came up with this one? Oh, hate. You ready? Come on, where are you? There it is. All righty. So, oh, hate, are you ready? Now, why weekly options only? This is a weekly option. This is a monthly. Okay, monthly, you could do it 12 times a year. 12 times. Weekly, you can do it 52 times a year. Now, let's take a look at some really good solid numbers. Are you ready? All right. If the stock is currently at 65, the 65 is going for 165. Okay. So calculator. Yeah. Can't see the calculator, but okay. $65, 165 by 65. Okay, so the profit, $165. The stock price, 65. Okay, we're divided by the stock price. There we go. Comes to a total of, are you ready for this? 2.5. and that is for 36 days. So how many days in a week? 7. 7 divided by 36. 6. No, wait a minute, 5. 5 would be 35, so it's 6. So 6 weeks. $2, right? 2.5% divided by 6, because it's 6 weeks. That comes to 0.04. Okay? 12 times 0.4% per week. Okay, let's bring up the calculator again, and let's do this. This is at 197, and the 197s are going for $7.10 per share. Okay. $7.10 divide 197. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Calculator. Clear. $7.10 divided by 197. That comes to a grand total of 3.6. You ready? Okay, so weeklies gives me 3.6% for this one. This one here, monthly, gives me 0.4. That's not even 0.5%. This is 3.6% per week. This is 0.4. Do the math. Monthly, I can do it once a month, 12 times a year. What am I getting? 12 to 24%? No, thank you. Once a week is 52 times a year. 1%, 52 times a year is over 50%. 2%, 100. 50 to 100 doing weeklies, and 12 to 24 doing monthlies. The numbers just don't work. But hold on a second. It actually gets worse. You ready? Watch this. Let's get rid of all this. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, here's where it gets worse. You ready? Come on. Oh, no. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. All right. Okay, this is where it gets worse. You ready? Oh, hey. All right. This right here, Oh Realty, it is a monthly. Monthly. Okay? Watch this. Here's the chart. 30 days ago is the 12th. Okay, you ready? Oh, hey, you ready for this? 30 days ago, let me go over this side. 30 days ago, here we are. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, tell me where it's going to be in 30 days. That's what you get with a monthly. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's a monthly. Tell me, where do you think it's going to be in a month? Now let's go back to the weekly. Okay, this is a weekly. Are you ready? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Where's it going to be in 5 days? That's the difference between a weekly and a monthly. I only have to figure out where it's going to be in 5 days. So I think it's going to hit the bottom, turn around, go back up. So I think it's going to be right about there. The 30 days, can't figure it out. I have no desire to. Weeklies are so much easier than monthlies, and they pay more. That's it. Point blank, stop. That's it. They pay better, and it's easier to find out where it's going to be in 5 days than we would figure out where it's going to be in 30 days. That's it. Is XRP a good stock? Now, Arthur, don't get me wrong, XRP has its position in life. Great, wonderful. However, XRP doesn't give a dividend, which means how do I know when it's going to move? That's number one. Number two, it's nothing more than a, hold on, a growth stock. So you buy it and you wait for it to go up before you can sell and get your profit. Sorry, it just doesn't work for me. Okay, I like to know how often do they pay? Am I going to make my profits? Yes or no? Okay. All right, we did that one. We can't see that. Got that one. AMD, where I looked at that one. Okay, market agency, thank you. Social Lily, you got it. Rocket Labs, is it our okay, Rocket Labs is a no, I know about that. Big Ben, you got to give me the ticker symbol. Okay. Move it to the right, please. Yeah, we did that. ENB, Marion, ENB, Enbridge, no. See, I know Enbridge because I got one dude who shows up once a week and tells me how wonderful it is. But I keep telling him I don't do monthlies. They don't work for me. And we went from 45 to 54, which is a $9 increase, which is 20%. Now she's coming back down. Okay. Here's the bottom. She shoots up. Now she's coming back down. Profit taking. It is what it is. Marion, C-Wen. C-W-H-E-N. W-C-N. C-Wen. I don't do monthlies. I don't know how many times I got to say that. I mean, am I not saying enough that I don't do monthlies or that it's not written down right up there, weekly options? Ben, you got to give me the ticker symbol. Social Lily, still can't see the entire chart. Okay, Lily, I can't help you out, honey. Okay? Here's an idea. Lily, go to YouTube. The 10-Minute-Trader, it's on YouTube live. Big Ben, Snap. S-N-A-P. Interesting. But I got a minor problem with Snapchat. Top, bottom, it's at 465. Okay? 465 doesn't help me. It's dropping like a rock. Look at this. No. Who? Cootie. Cootie wants to take a look at Apple. Interesting. Okay, the top, the bottom, down, up, down, up, down. It could be a good place to jump in. Where's it going to? Okay, here's the last 30 days. Down, up, down, up, down. Sorry, for me, I got to wait for the bottom to show up before I jump in. Blue 420, Pepsi. Gotta love Pepsi. Dividend King. 5 decades of increased profits. No, not this week it ain't. Sorry, dude. Okay, top. Just missed it. We looked at this the other day. Because remember I told you I like a 30-day top, 30-day bottom, 2 days up. Okay, Monday, Tuesday up. Wednesday was down and today was down. Okay, wait for a new bottom. Thank you, Lily. Better? Okay, got it. Oh, right. Yes, I am. You got it. Load flow. What's happening? I'll try waste management. Okay. Okay, R6 Ride. Okay, do you remember? You've been here for a while because I remember the name. Okay, R6 Ride. Waste management is a monthly optionable stock. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. So if you understood waste management, you would know that is a monthly optionable stock. And you know, you've been here long enough, I don't do monthlies. Yep, I'm ready. There you go. How do you pick your strike price or expiration for the weekly option? Oh, well, that's a good one. Okay, you ready? Let's look at AT&T. Okay. Now, who came up with this one? Okay. Oh, hate. Are you ready for this? Oh, hate. You're going to feel a little silly. Okay? Seriously, you're going to feel a little silly. So today is the 12th. Okay, which is Thursday. which means tomorrow's Friday. Okay, so if I'm looking at AT&T, here's the current price, $27.39. Okay, 27.39, 27.39, 27.39, 27.39. That's the current price. So how do I pick my strike price? 27.39. The closest one is the 27. Isn't that weird? 27.39. The closest strike price is 27. That's it. And how do I pick the expiration date? Well, that's even easier because tomorrow is the 13th. Okay, that's not going to work for me. So I'm going to pick next week, which is the 30th. Okay, tomorrow's the 13th. 7 days from the 13th is the 20th. 7 days from the 20th is the 27th. So on and so forth. Every 7 days. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, does that make sense? Current price, $27.39. Closest strike price, 27. Okay, currently we're at 312, which is Thursday. Next Friday is the 20th. That's it. Sam, what stock had a $7 premium? Sam, I don't remember. Sorry. DJ Flawless. Can I do cash secured puts, but a similar concept? Absolutely. Let's take a look at this. You ready? It's at $27.39. If I was going to buy it and do the covered call, I'd get 60, which is just over 2%. Okay? Now, if I wanted to do a cash secured put, I would do the 27th, which is paying 1%. Okay. The 27, the 27, whichever one. John E. Vist, Rocket Labs, RKLB. Interesting. Unfortunately, Johnny, here's the top, the bottom. Look at this. Up and down. Okay. Let's zoom in. What do you think, Johnny? Top, bottom, not going anywhere. It's just going sideways. There's no real momentum and no real direction. Nick, we already looked at hymns. Okay. How do you pick? We already did that one. Can you do that one? Yep. Randall Ray. Back again. Dude, I remember you. Randall Ray, Delta Airlines. What do you think, Randall? Check this out. The top, the bottom. Check it out. Down, up, down. It's dropping. What are you going to do with a stock that drops? Okay, 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Still not turning. Don't get me wrong, I like Delta Airlines, but I'm waiting for the bottom for it to turn around. Steven, I've said that you like 350 stocks to choose from. How do you find those 350 stocks to choose from? Well, you got a couple of choices. One, you can go to Google and look them up. Or two, you can go right to my website and buy the list. My son Jacob had already put it together today. How do you do your analysis? Oh, how do I do my analysis? Okay, oh, hey, are you ready? Somebody somewhere, and to be totally honest with you, I have no idea who it is, but somebody somewhere is keeping track of every single company that consistently increases its profits. Somebody is. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you exactly. Okay? We're going to go to Google. Okay? In Google, what I'm going to do right here, let's change the color. Okay? Right here, Google. Okay? I'm going to put in the letters. Okay, you ready? Dividend Kings List 2026. Whoops. Right there, Dividend Kings list 2026. You ready? I'm going to hit search. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, whoops. 8 just on the first page will actually give you the list for free. Dividend Kings list, Dividend Aristocrats list, Dividend Champions list, Dividend Contenders list, anything on Warren Buffett's list. See, I can put it in here right here. Whoops. Warren Buffett's stock list 2026. There it is right there. Warren Buffett's portfolio 2026. Okay, Berkshire Hathaway portfolio. Okay, top dividends of top stocks from Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's portfolio. You just ask and you shall receive. Matthew 24, Sermon on the Mount. That's it. That's how you find it. And how do I do my analysis? Simple. Whoops. My analysis is pretty easy. You ready? Dividend Kings, 5 decades of consistent profits. Dividend Aristocrats, 25 years, increased profits. Dividend Champions, 25 years, increased profits. Somebody's already doing these lists for me. I just got to go in and say, hey, can I have the list? And then they say, sure. Okay, that's basically how it goes. Pravir Bahri, Adobe. Okay, let's check it out. Definitely out of my price range, ADBE. No, ADBE. Okay, wait a minute, no, it's not. 269. Okay, I thought it was higher than that. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Uh-oh, change that back to white. Down, up, down. Not this week, sorry. Okay, 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Retracement, profit taking. Not this week. Platinum Barber, back again. YMAG. YMAG. 2 reasons for a no. 1, it's at the bottom. 2, March, April, July, October. I don't do monthlies. They just don't pay the same. PJ Cajun, SYY. Isn't that a monthly? Cisco, SYY? It is a monthly. March, April, May, June, August, September, December, January. Yeah, no. Sorry. Simple. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. YMAG. OMGZ. IWM. What the heck is that? IWM. Oh, iShares Russell 2000 ETF. Okay. Now this is a daily optionable stock. And no, sorry, I just don't do it. Okay. Let's go to Yahoo Finance and see how profitable this thing is. Okay. IWM. Okay. IWM. So you want the Russell 2000. Okay, there it is right there. Russell 2000, IWM. Let's check this out. You ready? Go back all the way to 2006, right here. You ready? Let's do this. The first dividend in 2006, March 24th, 16.9. Okay? 16.9. Lower, higher, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher. That don't look that good. But let's do it again. Okay, 2009. All right, 18. Lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. What the hell do you call that? Higher, lower, higher, lower. That's like bouncing all over the place. Not consistently profitable. No, 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 no. Let me show you. Let's check out this one. You ready? All the way down. Oh, I'll get rid of those. (2006). You ready? 2006. Now, 2006, 33. 2007, 36. 2008, 39. 2009, 40. 41, 45, 49. 53, 57, 61, 65, 67. 72, 76. 79, 81, 89. 95, $1, 103, 106. Did you notice? Every single year that number went higher and higher and higher and higher. That is consistency of profitability. Plain and simple. I like companies that are consistently profitable. Point blank. Corey wants to take a look at Pfizer. Why not? Let's take a look at Pfizer. PFE. Here we go. Ooh, no real direction here, Corey. Take a look at that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is going up. But look at right here, the last 30 days. What do you think, Corey? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Not this week, maybe in 2 weeks. Okay, I like Pfizer. I'm going to put Pfizer down 2 weeks. I like Pfizer. That's why I'm putting it down in 2 weeks. DJ Flores, thank you for that. What else do we got? Nothing there. What do we have here? Mud. What are looking for when looking for bottom? Oh, that's easy. Okay? Bottom. 1, 2, and it goes up. Bottom. 1, 2, 3, and then it goes up. Okay? I don't try to pick the bottom. Okay? I find the bottom, 1, 2 days up, and then on the third day I jump in. I'm pretty strict about that. Is screen frozen? No, it's not. Social Lily, how are you today? Ooh, load flow dispatch, BTU. I actually have some BTU. I do. Okay? But look at that right there. Okay? Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay. That looks decent. Last 30 days. Here we go. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, I already have it. Okay? So I have no problem holding on to it and keeping it as long as it's keep going up. It's just keep going up. Randall Ray, DAL, Delta Airlines, DAL. Ouch. Ouch. Look at this. Bottom, top. Shoots up, pulls back. Not this week. Scarlett, we already looked at GLW, Corning. We already looked at that one. All right, that's done there. Okay, user 329160 wants to take a look at Chevron, CBX. Hell no. I don't know what would make you want to buy anything at the high of the year. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people do. Cause QXO, cause what is that? QXO Inc. Cause, what are you smoking, dude? What is that? Look at this. Dropping like a rock, dude. Why would you want to buy that? Ooh, Scarlett, Harley Davidson. Ouch. What's going on there? The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. Not quite. Okay, we had the bottom of the year right here. Tried to go up, stalled out. Look at this, bottom of the year, 1 day up, 2 days up. Third day I would have jumped in, but didn't happen. Still dropping. Cause you're stoned. Good for you, dude. Now T, you want to take a look at Meta, M-E-T-A. Now Meta doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Look, not going anywhere. They call that channeling. Here's the bottom, here's the top. Just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. No real rhyme or reason to it. Load flow, Hewlett Packard, HPQ. Okay, take a look, HPQ. Look at that top. Once, twice, 3 times. It's not going over 30. Okay? Once, didn't do it. Twice, didn't do it. 3 times, didn't do it. Here's the bottom, back up, back down. Okay, what's going on there? Let's find out. I want to know what's going on. There we go. Up, down, up. Okay, right there, 1895. Let's check it out. The 1946. That's over 2%. Let's check it out. Let's get rid of this. Let's change that to this right there. The 19s right there. One contract. La 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 la. And here's Johnny by 1 covered call, Hewlett Packard. 20 March, 19 call option. 54 is the profit. 18 is the investment. What's the rate of return? Well, let's save this baby. Hewlett Packard. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo, yo. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo, yo. All right, here we go. There it is. Hewlett Packard. 20 March, which is next Friday. The $19 call option. 54 is the profit. 1846 is the investment. What is that looking like? Well, you take the calculator. Take the profit. 54 bucks. Wow, 54 bucks. And we divide it by the investment. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 1846. Divide 1846 comes to a total of 2.9. 2.9 for 1 week. So ask yourself, does 2.9 for 1 week work for you? And more importantly, do you even like Hewlett Packard? That's a big question. Hate it when it does that. I do. I do now. Yes, I do. I do hate it. I do. I do now. Yes, I do. All right. So, come on. There we go. 2.9. Got one of it. We only found 2 today. Come on, we got to find 5. We got 3 more to go. What else do we got? Enza! What's happening? Enza wants to take a look at HEP. It's another Hewlett Packard. Kind of the same thing. Doing the exact same thing. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. 2150s. The 2150s are going for almost 3%. Let's check that one out. What do you think, Enza? Get out of that. Covered call. The 22s. 1 contract. Here's Johnny by 1 covered call, HPE, the 22 call option, the 20th of March, which is next Friday. Here's my profit, cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 2,100. We're going to save this baby because I know that's a good one. I can tell just by looking at it. Let's see. Ooh, Scarlet. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, how much should I start out with to do this? Is 1,500 enough? Now, oh, hey, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. You're new at this. I've never heard of you before. I've never seen you before. I always tell people to paper trade. Okay, I've been trading for over 30 years, and yes, I still paper trade. I get 7 live accounts and 1 paper trading account because I don't want to lose. There we go. HPE, 20 March, $22 call option, 84 is the profit, 2,100 is the investment. What's that rate of return? Okay, $84 is the profit, right there. The investment, 2,100, 16, 3.9. Who came up with this one? Enza, nice, 3.9, gotta love it. Let's go and back over there. $3.9. Uh-oh, we need 2 more. 3.9. Gotta love it. 3.9. Oh, Scarlet Billionaire wants to take a look at Nokia. Nokia. No. N-O-K. Hell no. Come on, dude. When I say, number one, never buy something you don't understand. Well, if you know it, you would know it's at the high of the year. No. Social Lily, we looked at Pepsi like 15, 20 minutes ago. You were actually here for it. You're welcome, Enza. R6 Ride, Wally World, WMT. Ooh, take a look at that. The top, the bottom, she shoots up, pulls back. Now she's going back up again. 125. The 125 is going for 229. Not quite 2%, but hey, it's Walmart. Okay, take a look at the last 30 days. Okay, up, down, down. Well, it's actually going up, but high there, that she's going down a little bit. No to Wally World, sorry. Maybe next week. Costco, Crissimi. Okay, Crissimi. Costco's way out of my price range, really is. Okay. $1,003. I'm being totally honest with you. However much money you think I have, I ain't buying 100 shares at $1,000 a piece. Ain't happening. Sorry. But let's take a look at the numbers, just for the fun of it. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's a no anyway. Sorry. All right, what do we have down here? Kissable. Hi, James. I DM'd your Instagram yesterday and received a WhatsApp response. Your March book a call is full, and April doesn't come up yet. Do I have to message you on TikTok? That'd be perfect. Be honest with you, kiddo. I have no idea how to check my Instagram. I barely ever use it. TikTok and Yahoo. No, TikTok and YouTube are the ones I use the most. And I have to expand my my calls so you can have it, so you can get a call in there. All right. So Kissable, you're on YouTube right now. So if you go to the bio, you actually be able to send it right to my email and send me your number. Andre Michael. All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Highlight. We already looked at Altria. I can. James, since you run, I think, 8 monitors, just run camera on phone, not on selfie mode. If I ran it on a regular camera, I wouldn't be able to read your questions. So which would you prefer? To have me answer your questions, or for you to be able to see that this is the top and this is the bottom? Okay? and it is live on YouTube. So you're on YouTube on the iPhone. The other YouTube channel is just the screen by itself. ADBE. We already looked at Adobe. I should have held hymns when I scooped at 15. Yeah, you probably should have. Okay, highlight, Enbridge. It's a no. It's a monthly. No, I don't do monthlies. Thank you, ICANN. OKE increased their dividends. Okay, OKE. Okay, they increased their dividends, but March, April, June, July, I don't do monthlies. Okay, rule number 4, weekly options only. That's it. Weekly options only. No monthlies. The numbers just aren't good enough. Highlight. What ticker was the one showed Tony with increasing profits and dividends? I want to apologize to you now, okay? I have 9 cameras going in 9 different platforms. So there's several Tonys here, okay? So I really don't keep track of all the conversations that I've had since I started. So you got to be a little bit more specific. Why wouldn't you want to sell a covered call deep in the money? Seems premium a better percentage return. No, it's not. Let me give you an example. You ready? AT&T. Now, he's under the impression that deeper in the money gets a higher rate of return. Not necessarily so. Okay, so here's AT&T. We're at 27.39. The 27.50 is right at the money. So we're going to do that one. It's going for 37 cents. Now, in the money, the 27 is going for 60 cents. But if I buy it at 27.39 and I sell it at 27, I'm losing 39 cents. So, although I'm collecting 60, I have to deduct 39 cents because I'm losing the 39 there. And that would take me to 21 cents. So if I buy it at 27.39 and I sell the 27s, I'm walking away with 21 cents, which is less than 1%. Okay? At the money, the 27.50s is paying 37 cents, which is over 1.25%. Much better rate of return. And it's AT&T. So the deeper you go into the money, you're getting a higher premium, but you're selling the stock for less than what you paid for it. Because right now, the stock's at 27.39. So if I buy it at 27.39 and I sell it at 27, I'm losing 39 cents right off the top. That 39 cents has got to come from somewhere. And when it does, it decreases my premium to a point where it's no longer 1%. Sorry. Mike Corey. Hi, Dad. Howdy. That's funny. Okay. Highland wants to take a look at BGS. I have no idea what that is. BGS. It's a no is what it is. Okay. Highland, I've already told you earlier, I don't do monthlies. They just don't pay the same. Okay. Medici, you're absolutely right. You hear this? Medici, I am agreeing with you. I'm still going to say no, but I am agreeing with you. Now, let me tell you why I'm saying no. Okay, for those of you who don't see what he's asking about Misty, MSTY. MSTY. You ready, Medici? Let's go all the way back to the very first dividend that MSTY has paid. $20.64. Now, some of you are probably saying, yeah, that's a nice number. Yeah, it is a nice number. The very first dividend, $20.64. Do you see when they paid that? April 2024. This thing's not even 2 years old yet. Now, I don't know about you, but there ain't no way am I putting my money into a 2-year-old company. Ain't happening. I don't care what they give you. But let's take a look at the profits. You ready, Medici? First dividend, $20. Okay, first dividend, $20. Lower, higher, lower, 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 higher, higher, lower, 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 higher, lower. Wait a minute, we're not done yet. Okay, that brings us up to June 2025. Okay. Lower, 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 higher. Lower, lower, higher. Lower, lower, higher, higher. Now, I don't know about you guys, the very first dividend was 20 bucks. We are now at 43 cents. Explain to me why you think MST is better even though it has weekly dividends. I don't care. Weekly dividends. Lower, 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 lower. 20 bucks was the first dividend. We are now down to 43 cents. And yeah, it actually gets worse. Are you ready? We're at January 2026. Okay, so the very first dividend for MSTY was 20 bucks. Now we are officially at 35 cents. Now explain to me in a manner in which I will understand why you think going from $20 per share down to 35 cents per share, why you think that's a good place to put your money. I'm waiting. We got 23 minutes before I'm done. So, no. Number one, it's 2 years old. Number two, they've dropped their dividend more times than they've increased it. I have no idea what you're thinking. So that's like that's a no. What the hell were you thinking? That's exactly what I created the shirt for. That's a no. What the hell are you thinking? Seriously, the very first dividend, right there. Wait, where is it? $20.64, the very first one. The second one was 12 bucks, 15 bucks, 11 bucks, 9 bucks, 20 bucks. And now we're down to 34 cents. And you think it's good? Medici, PLTY. Dude, don't you do any work at all? Seriously. PLTY is just as bad. PLTY. Okay. Very first dividend, November 2024. Again, another 2-year-old company. First dividend, $2.20. Higher, higher, lower. Higher, lower, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, lower. Seriously, do you do any research before you put money into anything? Almost everything you asked tonight, and I don't mean to insult you, but don't you do any work at all before you put money into something? This thing is consistently going down, but you want to put your money into it. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. No sense whatsoever. User 329160BB. What the heck is BB? BlackBerry. Are you kidding me? They still make those things? All right. No direction whatsoever. Look at your last 30 days. Sideways. No direction whatsoever. Thank you, Enza. But Enza, not just the dividend king. You should also look at the dividend contenders, the dividend champions. Those ones are good also. Kevo, MNST. Kevo, what is that? Monster beverage. Kevo, come on, dude. You've been here long enough. You know that's a no. Highlight Hound Goat. QWin. What the hell is QWin? QWEN. Okay? Cannot find that symbol. Sorry. Can't find the symbol. It's going to be a no. Kevo, you think it's a good company. Is TSM a good investment? TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors. Yep, Taiwan Semiconductors. Now, don't get me wrong about Taiwan Semiconductors. However, the uncertain, in my opinion, the uncertainty what's happening over there in the China Sea, yeah, I wouldn't be doing it. But that's me. Okay, shoots up, pulls back. What is it that you like about this? Okay, the high, drop, back up, back down. Just doesn't make sense at the moment. What do we have down here? Macy's, DL Mass likes Macy's. That's my favorite stock, believe it or not. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, Macy's has got a new bottom. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Macy's, I do. I have some, but I want this baby to drop all the way down to 12 because I got this baby shorted at 12. All right, let's keep on going. NGO. RBLX. Tony, how are you today? You're new here. RBLX. Is that Roblox? It is, Roblox. COHR. Coherent. Okay. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Look at this. It goes from $40 up to 300, back to 241. Okay. She shot up. Here's the top. Came back down. Just coming down at the moment. Just doesn't want to seem to do what we want it to do. Apologize. Oh, is that apologize or I apologize? VAT. Innovate. All right, well, VAT is not really a stock symbol here in the U.S. Ooh, Social Lily wants to take a look at Target, TGT. Okay, Target. The top, now she's pulling back. Lily shoots up, now she's coming down. Clorox, a 100-year-old company that just so happens to be a monthly. Sorry, Lily. Passport Eric, Alcoa. No. Come on, Eric. You should have seen that before you even suggested it. SanDisk, SNDK. $600 a share, and it's turning around to come down. Rob, we already looked at Altria. Okay? High, drops, back up, back down, back down. Now she's come back down again. Next week or the week after. Medici says no dividend kings pay weekly dividends. He's right. I don't think there's very many companies that pay weekly dividends. I'm looking for weekly options. There's a big difference. Okay, Medici, big difference between a dividend and an option. Okay, I do weekly options. MSTR, hell no, I apologize. Hell no. MSTR is a horrible company, in my humble opinion. Okay, DL Mass, we just looked at Macy's like 2 minutes ago. Sir, I am new to this channel. Do you trade Forex? Unfortunately, I don't. I do dividend stocks that are consistently profitable to get me about a 1% per week. And someone who does Forex, you're not interested in 1%. Forex is a young man's game. I'm an old dude. Sorry, I like simplicity, safety, predictability, and consistency. Okay, I have 2 criteria: consistency of profitability and preservation of my capital. Forex is a little too news-driven for me. Rob, we already looked at Pfizer. We already looked at Verizon. Coca-Cola we haven't looked at yet. We looked at Coca-Cola last night. Okay, the top bottomed out. Now she's turning around again. Well, that looks pretty good for Coca-Cola, right? The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's right there. Let's zoom in. Last 30 days. What do you think? It shoots up. Profit taking. Now she's going back up again. She's at 77.61. Let's take a look at the 68s. Sorry, the 78s. '78s. 78, right there. One contract. Here we go. You ready? One covered call, Coca-Cola, 20 March. That's next Friday. The 78 call option. Profit, 126. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 76.74. Let's save this bad boy. Coca-Cola, it's over 140 years old. Why not? Let's check it out. This will be number 4. Can we get a 5th one before the day is over? There she is. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. 20 March. 78 call option. 126 is the profit. 76.74 is the investment. Let's get out those calculators. Here we go. 126 profit divided by the investment, 76.74, comes to a grand total of 1.6% for 1 week. It's Coca-Cola. They've been around for over 140 years. You have any idea what's happened in the last 140 years? How many wars were we in? World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, whole bunch of crap. FRT, Fed Realty. Sit tight. Jonathan, thank you for that. 1.6. Let's hold on to this one. 1.6. Hate it when it does that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. There and there. Can you check Ford, please? Christy, how you doing today? Christy wants to take a look at Ford. Give me a second. Whoops. 1.6. Gotta love it. Ford, you say, huh? The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down. What's going on here? What do you think? We're at 14, jumped to 15, dropped to a 12, back up, back down. No real rhyme or reason. Maybe Ford will be good next week. John, you forgot the Civil War. Haha, that's funny. When Coca-Cola was in business. Thank you there, John. FRT. Really, Medici? FRT. Okay, Medici. Come on, you got to start checking some of these yourself, dude. No. PLTR. We looked at PLTR a little while ago. It was a no. All right. Yeah, Sebastian, I don't do that. Chemical Reaction Man. Do you ever trade near dates on SPY? I don't do SPY at all. Okay, let me show you why I don't do SPY. SPY. Okay, sit tight. Okay, State Street S&P 500 ETF SPY. Here's why I don't do the SPY. Let's go 20 years ago, 2006. There it is right there. Okay, right there, 2006. Okay, watch this, chemical reaction, man. 2006, 51.9, okay? 51.9. You ready? Whoops. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, 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 lower, lower. Hold on. It actually gets worse. It really does. Okay, right here, we're just talking about the profits. Okay? Just the profits alone. I got something for you you're really going to like. Hold on a second. Let's see how bad this is. 2009. Okay? Higher, lower. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher. Do you see what's happening? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Hold on. It actually gets worse. I'm going to show you something. You ready? So besides the fact that SPY is not consistently profitable, I got something to show you. Watch this. We're going to come over to here and look at the summary. The summary right there. Okay? Watch. You're gonna love this. Actually, you're not going to love it, but it is what it is. You can't hide the numbers. Okay? Here we go. SPY. ETF SPY. $666. Okay? Right there. Now, you can't see it, so I'm going to blow it up for you. You ready? Who came up with this one? SPY? Okay. Chemical reaction man. Are you ready? Where is it? Where did she go? Oh, there it is, right there. Oops. Right there, nice and big so you can read it. Can you read it okay? Can you read it okay? Chemical reaction man? Watch this. The yield, whoops. Yield. 1.06. 1.06 for the year. Okay, 1.06 for the year. Year-to-date total return, negative 0.82. You think that's good? 1.06 for the year? You think that's good? And at this moment in time, it's negative 0.82. Explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand why you think SPY that's paying 1.06 for the year, you think that's good, and currently it's at a negative 0.82. I'm listening. What makes you think that's what makes you think negative 0.82 is a good thing? It just doesn't make any sense. Rob, OTF. Oh, how about we do this? Damn it. New technology is not always as great as they make it out to be. All right, while that's doing that, let's go back, look at something interesting. I just want to do some questions because we're running out of time. We got 5 minutes left. Let's take a look at some of these questions. Questions. Kimberly, we looked at Chevron a little while ago. Derek, we looked at ExxonMobil earlier today. Tony, Eversource, ES, huh? Hell no, I don't do monthlies. Rob, 317, what's that? OTF? OTF. Blue Owl Technology. No options, no thank you. Rob, ARC, ARCC. Monthly, no thank you. All right, what else we got for questions? Bullish on parade. How's Bank of America looking? BAC. Still dropping, dude. Still dropping. Daniel, happy birthday. Hello, guys. James, is Buffett on YouTube? I have no idea. Michael Corey has so it's time for bed. Good night there, Mr. Mike. Ooh, Manolo, Oracle, ORCL. Ooh, take a look at that. Bouncing off that bottom, moving up. I like Oracle, I do. Can we look at CBS? There you go. Dropping, dropping, dropping. NVAX. What the hell is NVAX? Interesting. Novavax. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, what's going on right there? This goes from 7 all the way up to 11. Now it's pulling back. Sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. M. Griffith. James. Next week, SMR is paying 6%. SMR. Well, it should be paying 6%. Look at where it is. Okay? Here's the top. Drop, 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 drop. We're at 1176. Now, I don't pretend to know where the bottom is. I wait for a bottom. I wait for the turnaround, go back up again. 2 days to the upside. On the third day, I will jump in. Okay, G, have a nice night. Harden, we looked at Walmart about an hour ago. Okay. Griffin, Microns, MU. Interesting. Pulled back today, though. Okay, take a look. Okay, down, up, down. Now, AMGN. Oh, Brittany wants to take a look at Circle. CRCL. Interest. Looks like she just stalled, kiddo. Take a look. Okay, we're at 50. Shot up to. Did you see this, Brittany? It was at 50 a couple of weeks ago. Shot up to 125. Now it's coming down. So you missed your opportunity. Kissable, AMGN. AMGN, Amgen. Same thing. Shot up, now she's coming back down. Sorry. What else do we have? Ooh, I apologize. Procter & Gamble. Dropping, dropping, dropping. What do you think? SLNH. That's Saturday Night Live. SLNH. Saluna Holdings. No options, no thank you. OKLO. OKLO. Same thing. Dropping, dropping, dropping. Ehorn. M stands for money. Ehorn has been my day trade this week. It's been really good. All oil stocks have been pretty good. Okay. Eorn. EORN. Not coming up for me. We already looked at Walmart. Thanks, James. Have a good night. You too. Did you do EONR? Oh, he spelled it wrong. EONR. Eon Resources. Hell no. M stands for money. Yes, sorry, my phone auto corrects all the time. Yep, I seen that too. Yeah, it's still going to be a no, because this thing was less than $1 a while ago, and there's no possible way being less than $1, it's going to have 20 years of increased profits. Ain't going to happen. Kissable, thank you for that. Matt and for money, it looks good, but it doesn't trade weekly options. Thank you. Oh, okay. I don't understand the option side of trading yet. Thanks for letting me know, though. Okay, M stands for money. Option trading is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you've been to a party once and say, hey, I'm going for a packy run. Anybody want something? Say, yeah, pick me up something. Here's a 20, pick me up a 6-pack. Same thing. You're buying something for someone else. Kind of, they give you a premium just to do it for you. I'm using James's method to learn, help my options pick until I understand it and build a little money to trade with him in the future. Just keep following along. You'll get it and apply it in no time. Perfect. Gotta love it. Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. to 11. Hey, that sounds like the same time I'm on. Journey! I didn't realize Hindenburg is still around. I think they hit someone today. I didn't know that either. Yep, I'm always here. Always like to learn. Hi. Okay, wait a minute. We're done. No more questions? No more questions? No more questions? No more questions? Uh-oh, one more question. Oh, 2. UNH. Hell no. Okay, what do you think? Not really going anywhere, is it? Up, down. No, no, and no. It's 11:02. Woohoo! That's it. I'm done until Sunday. So you guys, I'll see you again Sunday night. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Awesome. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you over the next week. Okay? So now the time is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, for which I'm certain. I've lived a life